don't go into too much into it. The question I'm going to ask you tonight, Honorable Minister, what is the solution? When are they likely to go back to work?
The solution is that, number one, ASUU has to come down from their high horse. You cannot go and start intimidating people in NIDA and threatening the Minister of Digital Economy and Communication with revocation of his professorship. That is a fake professor. That they didn't, just listen, that they didn't approve you. And you go to ABU and say you are going to withdraw the certificate of the director of NIDA. That's bullying. It's not allowed in labor negotiations.
Is that, I mean...
That's number one. Number two, I'm coming.
Or...
Excuse me, I'm coming. You asked me a question.
Go ahead, please.
Number two, there is a renegotiation going on in the Ministry of Education.
All right.
Towards the 2009 agreement, which stipulates that you review their condition of service. You review everything, including the revitalization and everything. Let's know where we are. They have done that. In education, I set up the committee. I forced the education to speed it up last year. They finished it. And they said, every side, go back to your principal with this proposal. This proposal we have. So that your principals will look at it. Look at you can call it draft agreement, you can call it proposal, but there are no signatures there. Nothing, nobody signed. So the education side, which is Professor Monzeli committee. Monzeli, because that negotiation is headed always by a pro-chancellor, who is usually chairman of pro-chancellors. Like now, Benoni Briggs is heading it. They came back and budget and planning, National Salary Incomes and Wages Commission, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Education, National Universities Commission, 4 of these government agencies were in that committee as advisors or observers. And they pointed out to them and said, this proposal will not fly in government because the government doesn't have the means to start adjusting salaries of university teachers and by 180%.
Right. Minister, you paint
so this is it. Like no. So what is happening now? We are giving them 6 weeks. Okay. We gave Bedoni 6 weeks. I'm waiting for their report from Education. Minister of Education has to transmit it and say this is what we have agreed. Of course, you also transmit to the President Committee on Salaries.
When will 6 weeks end?
The 6 weeks is ending by this Friday.
By this Friday?
Yes. So I'm calling everybody up by next week.
What then happens if status quo remains?
Well, the law says that once we start conciliation, that the Minister of Labour has apprehended. The law says that if it goes to Industrial Arbitration Panel, which is where I'm supposed to refer this matter to, if my conciliation fails, or the National Industrial Court, if the conciliation fails, it's a double barrel thing. I choose the one I want and refer it there. If it fails in my place, I refer. But the law says that once conciliation has started at my level, you call off the strike.
Okay.
Whichever.
So let's wrap this up. So what do you think is the immediate solution as a parent now? What do you think is a low-hanging fruit?
The low-hanging fruit is that I'm on the neck of the committee in education. I cannot be in the neck of NIDA. That's above me. Education is where I'm pushing. So that that proposal should be redone. ASUU has to cooperate with the Benoni Briggs.
You paint a picture as if ASUU is not considerate.
Because they have refused to even go to Benoni Briggs committee.
All right.
And they said that their last proposal, as far as they are concerned, is the agreement. It cannot be an agreement.